So that's definitely nice. And we're off.
Here we go.
So, first off, we're going to be in Cityscape here. Starts off with just really the boarding section, which isn't really anything super interesting. You're just going to be going down these hills and jumping off these ramps as they come up. Really nothing too more complicated than that. But after that, we're going to be seeing some pretty interesting stuff. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that bot runners will at least try to go for very famous skip called C-skip, which people used to grind for a lot, but since it's no reset conditions, I don't know, somebody can get them, both runners can get them, nobody can get them, and well, if eventually at least like one runner will get it, he will get like really past this stage for approximately 30 seconds faster. Thor barely missed it, but Emerldd actually got it. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, that's going to put Emerldd at an early lead here. Definitely doesn't mean they've won. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
but,
this is pretty complex story in general, and well, there's like a lot of like technique and like tail stages, a lot of RNG factors as well on knuckle stages, a lot of even sonic skips as well. So this is really major skip, but it's only one of many of them.
Mm-hmm. This is the truck section you're going to be seeing on Emerldd's side. What he's doing basically is he's just trying to roll over all these hills, not fly into the air, and that's really just the general gist of it.
Hey, Emerldd got sub 130.
Hey.
Very good time, especially for race.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like Tortellini on
Just made it.
sub 2 pace, I believe, if he'll get clean track section as well. So basically, Sonic gameplay is pretty simple. You're going from point A to point B, and it's gonna be pretty much the same for Tails, except his movement is kind of different. And after this boss, we'll actually start to see the very first Knuckle stage, which we're gonna explain soon. So, wanna explain this boss really quick?
Yeah, definitely. This is Bigfoot. We're going to be seeing both the runners do is hop onto this box in the front there and just kind of bop him on the head. Do this a few times, and we'll allow the boss to dead.
Very clean fight by Emerldd.
Ooh.
2160, that's actually a really good time.
This might actually be PB pace for Emerldd.
Yeah, I believe so.
Probably.
So, Knuckles. Now, there's the thing. There's like approximately 100 of potential pieces of the Master Emeralds, which you need to find. Like, it's nearly 32 or something, a little bit more than that for each piece 1, piece 2, or piece 3. And basically, the thing you want to do is read the very close hints to you and realize where you need to go, because most pieces have different first hints, and looks like Emerldd pretty much know where his pieces are, like immediately when he read the hint, but RNG in general is actually kinda brutal.
Yeah, that was really rough.
I found him.
Yeah, 36 is not the greatest RNG, and his execution was actually pretty good. Tortellini got very first piece with yellow radar, so he didn't really need to read the hint. He just like moved there and he got it. There is a delay exists between like reading first and second hint, or like whatever to close the hint. And if you can realize which piece you need to go for, you pretty much don't really want to read the hint and read the hint for the next piece earlier instead.
Yep.
So Thor just saved 10 seconds on this stage, and honestly, RNG was also kind of more kind, I guess.
Yeah, definitely a little bit above average, I would say, on the first side. And that was Eggman. We were too busy talking about Knuckles, and the fight ended. But we're gonna see it again, so we can explain it. You shoot him, and he dies. Now, that might sound like an oversimplification, but it's really not. You just kind of walk forward a little bit and spam the button, and you'll die. Sometimes you'll turn towards him.
It's probably the only one part of the entire game which you can finish blindfolded as fast as you can do it normally. And looks like both runners actually got sub 13 Eggman, because sometimes Eggman can just like change things, which he usually do go for, and like get close to 2 seconds.
But we got Prison Lane. There's some very interesting movement you'll be seeing here. They're gonna be hopping around the corners. Do you want to explain why they're doing that?
Pretty much when they turn, when you're trying to like run and turn, during round you're gonna lose all your speed and you're gonna lose all your momentum, and you kinda need to spend some time to get your high speed cap. So if you do a little jump instead and just change the direction where you need to go, you pretty much save almost the entire speed. And well, that can save a lot of time. And this stage is like very technical, I would say. With like really dumb strats and really clean execution can be as low as 130, but honestly nobody actually does this in runs because, well, again, there's like a lot of cool jumps and a lot of, I don't know, pixel perfect jumps, even pixel perfect jumps. So Emerldd got sub 140, which is actually, again, really good time. It's pretty much standard. If you get like sub 140, it's decent. Prison Lane. Let's see what we're gonna get. And we're about to start second Sonic stage.
And honestly, at the level that these runners are at, anything sub 140 I would definitely consider good. Like definitely very good for their times that they have on the leaderboard. This got Metal Harbor. Danger stage. A lot of tight spin dash jumps over giant kill plane because hedgehogs can't swim. You might think they can, if they can't. So it's very easy to die.
It's like one of the fastest stages in the entire category, but it's also one of the most dangerous because this stage tries to kill you a lot sometimes. And there is a thing called storage, which you're gonna see on Emerldd's screen. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, so they bound like everything to one button because that's how Sega does. So something interesting with this though is that because somersault and spin dash are bound to the same button, if you press the action button is what we call it, when you're pressing and holding it for the first part of it, so basically when you haven't let go to do a somersault and when you haven't quite started charging a spin dash yet, the game would treat you like you are in the somersault state, which means that you can like sneak under barriers and whatnot and also hurt enemies. You'll be seeing that in the Shadow 1 fight.
So there is a missile at the end of the stage, and intended way try to force you to like go around like this missile a few times, but you can just actually do missile skip. Then spin dash jump over this tilted surface, and looks like Emerldd kinda stuck there a little bit, and Tort actually gonna save a few seconds there. Emerldd finished, I almost saved Hidden Base, and it's actually Metal Harbor in 130. But it's pretty good time, considering he wasted a few seconds on missile skip. And looks like, yeah, Todd gonna catch a few seconds there, like 3 seconds. Yeah, almost 3. So, the most famous cutscene, which is probably like 4 times longer than the actual fight.
I'll make you eat those words. There's no time to play games.
So it's probably one of the easiest bosses if you like wanna play it casually, because you basically need to stay behind Shadow and well, he's not gonna protect himself. But our race is gonna use storage. Oh, that's a wait. I didn't notice that Emerldd actually killed here. Alright, so in general, what we want to do is using storage, which Panya explained before, because it's simply the fastest way to finish the stage. Unless you're going for a yellow strat when you need to do spin dash at the beginning, and that in that case you need pretty much only one storage. You can just finish this fight with common attacks.
Yeah. It's definitely the preferred method for just like beginners and whatnot, and
that save!
Oh my god!
That? Oh my god, Tort.
Tort, please. Our
Yeah,
hearts can only take so much.
You don't, you definitely don't want to die in this boss fight. It's gonna be short anyway, but well, it is like 6 seconds at the beginning, which is basically unskippable cutscene. So yeah, at least you save that. And probably
Emerldd died on Green Forest. Whoever was saying that in the chat, looks like unfortunately they did die.
Luckily, Emerldd died right after he hit the checkpoint, so it doesn't gonna cost him too much time. And this stage is very special. It's like, well, it doesn't really try to kill you a lot. It just tries to like make you lose time everywhere, and not really many runs like this specific stage. There is like very difficult non-trick called Green Forest Wall Run or Tree Run, and even besides that, there is a lot of little details which can cost you like up to 15 or 20 seconds if you're not gonna go optimally. Let's see if Emerldd gonna go for Wall Run. He's not gonna go for it. Alright, he chose the safety save. Well, that's pretty understandable.
He almost fell off there.
It's not just risky, it's also really difficult to execute properly. First try.
Yeah. Very, very hard. Definitely understandable why they wouldn't go for it.
I wonder if Tort will go for this.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't think so, but you never know. It might surprise us. Nope.
Yeah, they're going for the same way, alright. So I'm not mostly gonna save his pace and his little advantage from the beginning of this race. And we're about to go to second RNG stage, which known as Pumpkin Hill. Well, this stage is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there is an upgrade which is impossible to skip in this game because the way how pieces spawn this game, game tries to force you to grab most upgrades, and to force you to get the upgrade on Pumpkin Hill, which is known as Shovel Claw, game will always spawn third piece underground until you get the upgrade and die or reset at least once. So let's see how those pieces. So very first thing you want to get is grab this upgrade, and first pieces.
Silent Hill. We got Silent Hill. This is a nice little audio glitch that can happen when you skip that cutscene there by grabbing the hint at the same time you grab the upgrade. Sometimes the audio just won't come back. I don't really know why this happens, but if you were to force me to take a guess, probably has something to do with like sound effects overlapping or something silly. Some really good RNG though.
Emerldd got really good layout. Yeah, it's not like the best, but it's very comfortable to go for.
3 foot gap. Are we gonna see cold iron bars? Cold iron bars. Cold iron bars.
Cold
iron bars. Cold iron bars.
God.
Cold iron bars.
Maybe potential layout in like story mode, which you
God.
want to see set a pumpkin piece 3, and it would be like the best possible combination.
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me?
That is literally the best RNG out of all 1,024 combinations. That is the single best layout that you can get.
Oh my god.
For those wondering why we were screaming Cold Iron Bars is the only free piece, well, okay, one of the only free pieces, sorry, my bad. There are a few more, that you can get in Hero Story. It's also the most rare piece in the entire stage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, wait up.
Wow. That RNG. Alright. So this is probably the heavy, like very heavy cycle based stage, when one mistake can cost you like up to 12 seconds. And it looks like Emerldd is on the 0 cycle pace.
Yep.
We call it 0 cycle because we originally thought that first cycle, well, obviously was the very fast cycle, but afterwards we realized that you can skip the trigger at the beginning of the stage, which make reach fall, and you will keep the same pace right after you get the upgrade. And if you will do very precise full frames jump, you can jump on this huge wave at the beginning of the stage earlier, and well, that's when you can get 12 seconds time save.
Yep.
Emerldd is alright. Very
Nice.
clean zero cycle.
Nice. You know, with to go back to what we grabbed in the stage though, the hover upgrade. That's a good upgrade. It lets us jump really high. Although they didn't really intend it for that. They meant for you to just kind of slow down your phones. But if you press and activate the hover right after you jump, it actually slows down your transition into a descent. So what that means basically we just get some mad hops. Sometimes you'll see runners pause to try to put these A presses closer together to get more height. And we're going to be seeing that abused a little bit here and a lot more in a stage coming up called Hidden Base, which has probably the most like tech that isn't movement. Ooh!
Oh, Tortellini tried to go way too much to right, and well, there is a thing. The right side of this wall is actually solid, so it's gonna push you away. But if you go more to the left, you're gonna go the same thing. Oh no! So you visually can see when the left part of this bridge, which is kind of tilted, and it's not actually solid outside for some reason. So you want to go there to be really safe. Oh my god, it happened
It looks
again.
like they don't notice what's going wrong. That's really unfortunate. This is really one of those things that you learn by messing up like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like
Oh,
punish
looks like they got it.
for not knowing certain things. Alright. Meanwhile, Emerldd got 3-piece called Three Hands, which you can see during cutscene, and that's like one of the best 3 pieces you can get on this stage. First piece is not very good, which is in Ghost Room, because you need to go there and then you need to climb for a while to get back. She got second piece, which is Broken Minecart, which is on the very top, and well,
Ooh, looks like they're going to
yeah,
overturned minecart instead. Very similar hint, a bit deceiving.
yeah, looks like he misread it or just been a little bit confused. So he got 3-piece, but general layout in general wasn't really good.
Yeah. Oh man, we can see on their splits they're no longer on PB taste. That's a bit of a shame.
Well, that might happen on Knuckle stages easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is perfect.
We got Tortellini entering Aquatic Mine as well.
I wasn't
best.
able to see any 3 pieces on his screen, but at least I got green radar for very first piece, was in general good.
Yeah. Punch to break the overturned minecarts.
Yeah, thanks Michao. Minecart tracks, very common first piece.
We got a Route 101. Pretty simple stage, but one that definitely does require your attention.
Oh wow.
Oof, rough RNG.
Yeah,
Very rough
Aquatic Mine is being brutal for both runners.
You notice that Emerald's drifting here? Driftu! As they say in the initial Ds.
Well, there is a thing, when you move straight on a car like this, you have very limited amount of speed and you easily can lose it when you like turn on just going uphill. But if you don't drift like this constantly, you are able to save the high speed of your speed cap, and well, that's pretty much makes your life easier on the stage. So it's kinda a little bit chill stage. It's still easy to lose time here, but you kind of feel a little bit relaxed here, I would say.
Yeah. Usually don't have any really big mistakes. Every once in a while you'll die because you looked at chat too hard or something, but, you know, most of the time it's pretty safe.
Yeah, guys, don't text while driving. That's not healthy.
Indeed. See, running SA2 turns you into a more responsible individual because you learn that texting while driving doesn't work out. Firsthand by killing tails. Nobody wants that. Somebody probably wants that, but I don't want that.
It looks like Thor's car, for some reason, is a little bit tilted. That happens sometimes.
It's really silly. Something with the drift tends to like maintain like when your model kind of like offsets when you hit a wall or something. It's really strange. Actually, using this, you can actually turn tails completely around and do what we call backwards driving. It's pretty entertaining, but it looks like neither of them went for it. Only loses about a second.
2:17:02. That's pretty decent time for Emerald, I believe. And let's see if Tortellini actually hit second lap a second faster.
Nice.
But again, this is kinda probably between average and long stage, but time variance is smaller than on like any other stage in the entire game. Well, except for 280, of course, which is basically a little bit harder version of this. And it's part of Dark Story.
But you're not seeing today. Looks like Emerald's going for GC skip. They're gonna be
Let's go.
through the corner here. Okay. Looks like they're okay. They did it.
Yeah, this skip is very punishing if you miss it. It goes to like I would say 18 seconds probably of real time, something close to it if you are going straight in the corner and while gonna drag you down. This skip is literally free when you run on GameCube, and that's why we called it GameCube skip, but pretty much nobody racing GameCube because obviously slower loading times.
Yeah, GameCube loses about it loses several minutes to loading, but you can offset using emblem glitch. Overall, it's about a minute and a half slower.
And it looks like you're about to see a couple of pause buffers before doing jumps, because I'm not gonna try to do like as much higher as he can with this, and we'll see what will happen. It's still like very easy to die, like everywhere. Emerald near the end of the stage, but this stage is unfortunately known as much death place. And she's going actually really well now. A little bit out of bounds.
Oh, it looks like Tortellini opts to not do GC skip. They're basically past any real potential for death at this point. See, now that I've said that,
looks like Tortellini tried to do another version of the skip, which is known as axle jump, when it's like 2 seconds slower and you need to do like precise pause jump. And he tried to go for it once. Unfortunately, he didn't get the hover input, so he decided to go normally there. Emerald got 1:53. That's also a cool time. And we're about to see the most, definitely, without any doubts, technical stage for Sonic, which doesn't really have really major skips, but every part of this level is really hard to go optimally. You're gonna get probably the most broken upgrade here, which is known as Bounce Bracelet, which will let you to do new technique called Super Bounces. Can I explain this a little bit?
yes, Super Bounce. Basically, when you bounce right in front of a door, or rather a wall, my bad, you bounce right in front of the wall, all of your horizontal momentum is transferred into vertical momentum. Like you go really high, you just go zoom right into the air. So it allows us to skip that door there, as well as do a lot of cool stuff later. A lot of small skipping of areas.
So there is a second door skip where like 1 pixel gap, I believe, between door and this wall. So you actually can do spin dash jump there, or just spin dash sometimes and skip the entire door. Because if you will try to make it the intended way, it's gonna cost you close to 20 seconds or more. And there is oh my god, this save! I'm gonna try to go for snake skip, which says like between 4 and 6 seconds. Oh no! He hit this torch twice! Oh my god, wow.
Oh, that's
unfortunately.
Alright, that certainly happened.
Let's take home and finish the stage. And she got snake skip second time. That's actually cool to see.
Nice. So yeah, that was a gravity bounce. What a gravity bounce is basically whenever you go off of a slanted surface, whether it be a rail or just like a slope, as long as you have enough speed, Sonic will maintain like the angle, you know, like where that slope floor or whatever was is down. So like if you're at a 30-degree angle and you have enough speed coming off of that angle, Sonic will be tilted at 30 degrees. It's a little bit technical, but hopefully I gave a good idea. And so what you can do with this is, you know, you can get speed using the bounce, which is good because it allows us to maintain gravity. You saw that there to get over to, you know, from the snake to the loop. I'm going to be seeing that again later in the run, very end. It's really cool.
And looks like Emerldd gonna die a lot because he's playing Death Chamber, and this is probably one of the... Oh my god, he got freebies again!
His RNG is so good this run. Except for, like, Wild Canyon. Wild Canyon was booty. And so was, actually...
Aquatic Mine was kind of brutal, but he got free pieces there.
Yeah, it definitely made up for it. Aquatic Mine was, like, average.
Yeah.
Some good stuff in Death Chamber. Is he really not going for death strats?
Yeah.
No death strats.
I'm surprised actually, because most runners prefer to do this. At least it saves AGT in general, like almost every time, and it pretty much worked good for races as well when I first piece in Blue Room.
Yeah. I mean, he has a second piece in Red Room, and that's where it would have spawned him. Yeah, definitely would have been some really sick time we would have seen here. I mean, it's still a good Death Chamber time. Don't get us wrong, but don't get me wrong. But
yeah, getting first piece in Blue Hallways.
Ooh, roast the keys! Roast
Let's
keys!
go.
What is the RNG of this race, though? Let's be real.
Like, has a really good chance to catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Yeah, RNG is quite impressive.
Tortellini! Boy!
Are you kidding me?
Huh? Who's there?
Wait, what is first piece? It's not Angry Man, it's...
Between the legs!
Oh
What?
my god! Tortellini got this layout on Pumpkin Hill, and now this.
He got the literal best layout on Pumpkin Hill, and now some insane 34 Death Chamber.
Wow.
I have no words. I don't think you can put into words how good his RNG has been, except for in Aquatic Mine.
So we're waiting for sub 20 seconds meter correlation.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Emerldd first cycle, and now Racer is actually on the same point.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, Boom Boo is a boss. You gotta one-cycle this dude or you lose like 40 seconds. It's mad. It's really, really awful.
And yeah, you don't really want to try to go for, like, get as many hits as you can if you definitely miss first cycle, because reset is just faster if you're able to get first cycle after this. And Tortellini takes the lead for the first time during his race, and this is very close from now. Let's see how it will go. Probably one of the most important bosses story as well.
Definitely.
Berries can be like between low 20 seconds and something really crazy like 1 or 2 minutes if everything will go wrong. So Tortellini got actually super bounce, but he didn't get enough distance to hit the head.
Yeah, these are incredibly tight. Yeah, I forgot to mention, we're going to be seeing super bounces here as well. These have a very, very small window for input. Ooh, looks like Tortellini getting the ballerina. Same with Emerldd here. This is unfortunate.
This looks very similar.
Oh my gosh. You got the hit. Ballerina
Second
again.
hit for both. Oh my god, this is so close.
That was really risky on Tortellini's side. It was very possible that there he goes once more.
That is another balloon. Oh no.
You spin me right around, baby, right around like a record, baby.
This is
Round, right round.
Oh my god. This boss is being mean for boss races.
Indeed.
And Tortellini finished this fight first. And Emerldd is gonna finish this boss fight very shortly as well.
Wow. Very similar times on this boss.
Nice try,
Within
Rock.
2 seconds.
So we're about to start last tail stage, which is also kind of cycle based, but it doesn't really mean that much. If you will miss a cycle, you can catch like half cycle, and it's not gonna cost you 12 seconds, like on Mission Street. So pretty much what you wanna do, you play this stage for slightly more than a minute in, and you click auto bounce and you move straight to the goal ring. It's like one of the very first skips you want to learn if you try to pick this game up as a speed game, because it's
Yeah.
very simple to go auto bounce and it saves a lot of time over even optimized movement on skipper stage.
Definitely.
There is a little chow key which you never want to grab in race. It's gonna send you straight to the Chow Garden, and it's probably like 20 seconds time loss or close to it, I believe. Oh, this race is very close. Looks for me like Tortellini is about to barely miss first cycle. I'm not sure about Emerldd. He's going slightly faster. Ideally, you want to hit this checkpoint, which Tortellini just hit, in sub 1 or 7. And looks like
Maybe if he gets
Cycle
the quick
close.
kill. Oh, no quick kill. There's a
this
really
is what
precise shot that you can do in Artificial Chaos there to kill it early. Oh, we forgot to explain. Jumping in front of doors. Jumping, we slow ourselves down just a little bit so we can wait for the doors to open and not bonk on them.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much similar technique with what you do on Prison Lane, because you do this same slowdown method to before you wait for gates to be opened. And it's just better to do a little jump and save most of your speed instead of just completely stopping or rotating somewhere, because again you lose a lot more speed.
Yep.
So those screens looks very similar except a little bit of background.
Yeah. Looks like Emerldd had a little bit of trouble with that clip out there. Definitely need to give Tortellini a little bit boost in his lead here.
Alright, yeah, playing safe here. It's not fun to die here.
Indeed.
It's very easy to miss goal ring, and sometimes when I'm gonna be close, and if you play too aggressive, this wall can just drag you down to a little bit wrong spot, and well, that's even more than a minute time loss. Emerldd, okay, we're good.
Okay.
And here is last knuckle stage. Let's see this hot, spicy sub 20 seconds made by Tortellini, I believe. First piece is floating. It's not gonna be sub 20, I can tell you that. That's fine. That's good average first piece. Anyway. It's a little bit in a different spot. Okay, I got it.
There we go.
Hot mountain lava below for Emerldd, which is bottom piece. That's kinda questionable. It can be good. It can be very bad, or it can be average.
Look, man, this piece has like confirmed layouts. All right.
Oh, on top of the
Ooh.
Storming Tower. That's kind of interesting. Emerldd got first piece on the bottom, a second piece on the area between the middle and bottom, which means last piece gonna be higher than first two anyway, so I prefer both in. And Tortellini got middle, top middle. That's actually kind of average. Not very
that's
bad
actually pretty
layout.
good. I'd take that in a run. I would go and I would be like, this is okay.
I missed the last piece. Did Emerldd really?
You didn't grab a hint
Oh,
yet.
not yet.
Jump
Jump
from the start.
Okay.
That's like the most common hint in the level. There's like 3 of them, and yeah.
It's closer.
Hey,
I found him.
they got it.
That's regular tier, mediocre layout for both runners on Meteor known as not very friendly stage because time variance is kind of big. It can be really low, but usually it's more than average if you compare like least and biggest possible time which you're gonna get with the same execution. So, Rouge.
Did you find my emerald?
Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste.
There is another cutscene which is as long as the actual fight. You want to get quick kill, which is sub 20 seconds before floor gonna disappear and you're like watching everywhere. And if you're gonna do drill dive a little bit at the beginning and then keep spamming jump drill dive to Rouge, that's gonna be pretty much a quick way to kill her. And alright, good boss fights for both races. And we're about to get to this stage which has very many different ways to beat to complete it. I wonder which skips they're gonna go for.
I think Tortellini will probably go for normal CGS. I mean, I'd be surprised if Emerldd doesn't do the same. I'm expecting a normal CGS there as well.
Yeah, we have CGS, we have CGSS, we have skipless roll. Definitely not gonna see skipless in this race. Let's see. Tortellini is going for CGS. Alright. You got the spin dash jump. This is like one of the most difficult parts. You need to get damage here to recover. Alright, you got it.
Looks like
Alright,
they... Oh, okay. No! Stop it! Don't do that. That's bad.
Alright, he has no rings, but he kept going.
Yeah. Asta2B might be a bit of trouble. Ooh, nice. They got they skipped the artificial chaos there on Emerld's screen.
Yeah,
Nice.
you want to move to the top right
Oh,
corner to pass it. Oh no, that's unfortunately bad.
Looks like that's the lead right there. Well, not actually yet. It's not over. You still gotta finish.
Definitely not over until Shadow 2 is gonna be done.
Yeah. And it's yep, that was a word. They still gotta finish the rest of the skip too. Looks like they're a bit high. Looks like they're readjusting down. Okay.
Alright, Emerldd did perfectly. He did skip first, right? And he got 122. That's pretty cool. Fortunately, Tortellini died there twice, but again, we have one more stage and 2 more bosses. That's quite a lot. Many things can go wrong for anyone.
Yep. Yeah, this boss can be really mean. Oh, nice little shot at the beginning.
Yeah, nice for a perfect shot. So this boss fight is kinda weird. If you remember the Emerldd one fight, AI of this boss is actually even less aggressive, but instead of it, he got boost. He got the boost for being like more dangerous because he has 3 different special attacks, and this huge laser thing is one of the most known and most dangerous because if you get damage from it, it hurts you for about like 45% or something.
Something like that. Something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Looks like Tortellini finished CGS. If Emerldd fails that far, if that happens, we could be seeing a win for Tortellini. There's also Shadow.
Oh my god, this recover from Emerldd. He missed the rail, but he was able to actually recover. Really.
It's just ruining our hearts today. It just wants to give us a heart attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, Bounceless. My favorite. Not really my favorite, but still my favorite.
Yeah, not many people go for this. It's kind of cool to see. Alright, looks like Tortellini is about to start Final Rush. In theory, well,
Ooh!
I was just about to say that in theory it's supposed to be consistent ending after it, but well, you see what happens.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, I didn't even say that yet.
I know,
was just about to think about it.
No, I said if they die.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, he died again.
Well,
Alright.
looks like the race is even.
Yeah, it's anyone's game again. It's
Oh
so
my
synced.
God.
Oh my god. Oh no, Tort also failed.
Right, that's a big time loss. That one's about 16 seconds, if you include the death. Looks like they are fine this. No,
Oh
they keep
no.
turning too early. Okay, bounceless.
This
I
another
thought we were gonna
bounceless.
see another
Oh my
gravity
God.
bounce here. See, I had alluded to a gravity bounce here.
Oh
there.
wow, I'm not actually
Bounce.
changing this method. This is interesting.
As soon as I say it.
We see 3 different ways to do this skip and race between 2 runners.
Beautiful.
And there is still 2 different ways to beat this game. To beat this level. First one is skipless, and second one is going for fast to far, when you basically need to go through a kill plane and pray that you will get it.
Yep, it was back in the day that was the only version of skip, and you just kind of have to throw yourself at a kill plane and hope you didn't die. But also, by the way, the trick's not over. They can still both die. Okay, Tortellini seems to be fine on this left-right positioning as long as he doesn't
should be enough height.
Definitely enough height.
Emerldd has even more height.
Emerldd has all the height. Okay.
And
please
he
just
passed the
go
kill
in
plane.
there.
Alright. Just don't get
Alright.
dragged by this wall. And you're
Okay,
Oh.
they made it. That's always a
Tortellini.
really scary thing to have happen.
He was
It's
way too
possible.
far, but oh my god, he actually recovered somehow. And again, this is anyone's game.
Oh my god.
So easy to mess up Shadow 2.
Definitely
Wow.
one of the harder boss fights here. What, they're within like 1 or 2 missed hits of each other?
Yeah. So you need to hit Shadow 2 5 times and timer stop on the very last hit.
Yep.
Difference is like
Oh.
4 seconds, not less.
Both whiffing that first hit, Tort having a little bit of trouble with the second
Oh my
one.
god.
Oh my god, what is this fight? What is this right now?
So many
looks
things are
oh
happening.
no! Oh, Emerldd wins!
Oh wow, yeah.
Takes it away!
Wow.
Oh my god!
To be fair, Emerldd got C-skip at the beginning, but he actually lost his advantage twice during this race.
Yeah. Oh my god! Wow!
I did it.
There is go. Tortellini also finished his run. And dude, what was this RNG on Pumpkin Hill and Death Chamber for Tort?
Yeah, no. Let's think about this for a second.
That was legendary.
He literally got the best Pumpkin Hill RNG you can get.
Yeah, that's known best layout in Hero Story you can get.
I mean, I can't say anything happening better than that.
Just wow. That's a cool thing that we're about to see second match with, because this race wasn't really interesting to watch.
Yeah, definitely. And that was.
Wow. I'm speechless for this RNG. Still. Yeah, we're about to see at least 1 more race, if not 2.
Yeah.
We'll see 2 if Tortellini will get next one.
Looks like we're going to be changing channels for the next game.
Oh, where do we go?
I'm not sure yet. We'll know in just a moment. But do be prepared to click on the link that will be posted in the chat. But yeah, I'd say actually. So let's see. If I think about it, I think the CE skip itself was Probably just the time variance of that was even out by RNG alone.
Well, it's hard
Like-
to tell. It's like 5 different stages. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking about the averages, and it looks like they had very similar RNG. Okay, the Emerldd had better RNG in Aquatic Mine, but they had very similar RNG in Meteor Herd.
Yeah.
And then Death Chamber was like monstrously faster.
I would actually say Thord
RNG
said all the
execution.
time. I would say Thord said all the time on just this chamber alone because Emerldd got
Yeah.
something close to 110 and Tortellini got probably sub 40, I believe.
He got a 35,
Close.
but I would say that Emerldd probably had like at least I noticed there was a few times where he just kind of got vertexed on walls and just kind of couldn't do anything about that. So it was a bit unfortunate, but a few execute. Well, I wouldn't even call that execution if it's vertexes, but, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but I guess I'd agree with that there, thinking about it here.
Oh, we're not actually changing. We're staying here. Good news.
Oh wait, we're not changing. Yay!
And we can start next game anytime. Alright, so we're waiting for preparation, I guess, for next race. Yeah, dude, we saw cold iron bars. This piece is so rare. So there is a thing. When you start the stage for the first time, without resets or death, there is only 1024 potential layouts which can spawn. And cold iron bars can spawn only in 7 of them.
Yeah.
So that's insane.
And there's even less of them that are free.
World conquest will be ahead. Sonic Adventure 2, The Dark Side Story. Long live the Eggman Empire.
Wow. What a race.
What a race. And hopefully we're going to be seeing just as an exciting race next. Just as exciting as the last, we'll say. Maybe, maybe not.
I want to see mirror race when Tortellini will get C skip and Emerldd will get high L pieces somewhere.
Options.
That would be pretty epic.
Select.
Yeah. And racers are about to make new fresh files.
But yeah, I need to, at some point, talk to Tortellini about just what in the name of God was that RNG. Because I am the most jealous man right now. Actually, Tommy might even be more jealous than me.
I
Just saying
think I
something.
got this layout only once in my life during Heroes Tour run. And, well, I had quite a few rounds.
That's some mad RNG right there. Epic.
Yeah, happening in race. In Heroes Tour tournament, dude.
Yeah, so it looks like we actually changed the plans. We are not moving, so everybody can stay seated. They don't have to get up and walk to the other website channel thing, because that's definitely how you browse the web.
And there is countdown. I'm gonna start very soon.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes, we got that sick boarding section. Try not to hit cars, try not to hit walls, jump off of ramps. Really,
There's actually still few ways exist to save some time, but it basically frames.
Yep.
It usually takes like 25 seconds to most runners to pass this sports section, unless you hit the ball on your way or hit the car. It can add you like up to 5 extra seconds. And pretty much the same start, so kinda expected. And let's see, we're about to see skip attempt in probably like next 10 seconds.
Yep. Looks like they're both going at it around the same time. Ooh, looks like backing up there. Oh, Torque got the jump but didn't get it. Emerldd misses it as well.
His beginning inputs tried to come back and repeat it again, and he missed it as well. Alright, that's gonna be more for you beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
Tortellining got very little advantage because Emerldd tried to come back for second attempt, but it's not gonna matter much.
Looks like getting thrown on that loop there on Torque's side. That loop's a big bully.
Many runners don't really feel comfortable running on this section of the game because they can just grind for C, skip and keep resetting every 40 seconds of the run. And when you do race, this is not an option.
Right.
I think they both got 138 checkpoint, which means they're on literally the same pace right now.
Looks like Emerldd flying off one of the hills here in the truck section. And same with Torque.
Yeah.
So, the thing about the truck section is you just kind of want to charge your spin dashes over these hills to prevent yourself from being flung sky high. So that's really cool.
It was so close. Unfortunately, Emerldd missed the goal ring a little bit, but again, it's 2 seconds difference. It's nothing for race.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
So, big hood.
This game of tag is
Emerldd got actually
I'm out here.
very good time. It was 21:60, I remember.
Okay.
Let's see what we're gonna get now. It doesn't really matter what time you're gonna get if you still got the strat and got all 4 hits early from front box, because if you mess it up, it's gonna cost you not just frames but actual few seconds.
Yep. We saw that last race, Tortellini unfortunately did mess up this fight. Looks like they got it smoothly this time, as well as Emerldd.
Yeah, very good. 21:60. Oh my god. That's actually both races got sub 22. That's cool. And here we go. Another Volcanion. Let's see.
Treasure of Forkstone statue. Ooh, free piece.
Ooh.
Oh, they missed it. They missed it.
That's fine. He can come back later.
Right. Like right now.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good decision on Emerald's part. A lot of runners would probably opt to just kind of go right back down towards it instead of going to their first piece, but it ended up being a lot faster on their part. A very good decision. 'Cause that's a very large part of Knuckle stages as well. Other than just knowing all of the hints, is knowing good decision making is a very, very large part of being a good Knuckle player.
Yeah, if you have a good orientation for where hints and pieces are, you can rebuild your road and actually get pieces unitized earlier, you can grab them later, and sometimes it's even faster. RNG was unfairly better for Emerldd, I should say, but again, it's okay. And now sub 13 for Emerldd.
Yeah, this is Eggman. You shoot him and he dies.
Yeah. He just sometimes like to turn to right and, well, it might take more time. One of the most technical stage again. If not, no, I would actually say that Doom is probably more technical. Because
I'd
it
say
needs to pause a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely got the less, like, trick tech, but it's definitely got the most movement. Definitely the most movement based, I'd say, for Tails. So you're going to be seeing them hopping around all these corners. The reason for that is when you make a really sharp turn with Tails, he just loses all his speed and comes to a halt. It's really slow and you want to avoid that.
What is this camera for Tort? He just passed this hallway, but camera was outside the entire time.
He just probably took the turn a little bit faster than the game expected.
That's well, and you're too fast.
The camera has collision. Don't ask me why they thought that was a good idea, because it really was an awful idea, but the camera has collision. I guess they just didn't want that silly thing when you can, like, see into objects, right? That thing that's all over modern games. I mean, hey, it makes the camera function better. I'll take it.
Alright, I'm now getting to the last checkpoint. Got the second gate hop. That's always good. And another sub 140. Consistency.
Nice.
Tortellini got 141 in his last race. Let's see. He probably got. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was so close to 137. I think a little bit bonk, but oh wow.
That was sexy. Definitely
Yeah, pretty
very
much.
good. Oops. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, okay. I think my Discord cut out there for a second or something.
Oh, not like this.
But yeah, getting that upgrade there. So while my Discord cut out, did you explain Metal Harbor or?
Well, we basically did it like 40 minutes ago. What we didn't actually explain, the upgrade. Alright, game kind of tried to force you to get this upgrade too, which led you to the light dash, but it's actually possible to beat the game without it. It's just simply faster to grab it.
Mm-hmm. If you want to see an example of beating the game without it, look at a low percent run, which is on the category extensions board that we have. It's very fancy schmancy, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's pretty funny that there are only 4 upgrades for all stories, which impossible to skip and actually beat the game. Yeah, they're kind of similar for both stories. In Hero Story, you need to get Shovel Toss and Pumpkin Hill because again, you will not be able to beat the stage without it. And you also need Hover for Mission Street because again, you will not be able to beat. I'm not sure about Mission Street, but it's impossible to beat Hidden Base without it. And it's pretty much the same for Dark Story. Oh my god, Emerldd actually got sub 125 this time.
Nice, very
That's
smooth.
neat time.
Yeah. Looks like we're avoiding seeing any deaths on this. That's good. Very easy to die on.
Very hard for both racers.
Yeah.
And yeah,
This cutscene. Do you want to voice this with me?
no.
Okay.
Sorry, but no.
We'll have a great day.
Original is better.
You're comparing yourself to me? Huh. You're not even good enough to be my make you eat those words.
Actually, there is a fun thing about voicing these lines. We kind of have a project which we barely just started to work on, and we're gonna try to revoice all the characters in this game with the effort of few community members, and well, somebody will have to actually do that.
Well, you're gonna have to do it. You play Shadow.
I'm not. Talon playing Shadow.
Wait, Shadow's playing. Wait, no. Are you Sonic? Wait, who's?
I am Sonic.
Okay, you're Sonic. My bad. Incidentally, I am Knuckles.
Me is gonna fight him with Talon and talk for 40 seconds about things.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy seems pretty much a good time for like doing tweet or something, or just like go for water or just take a nap a little bit. And here we go. The forest that is green.
Yes. It's really green, and it's also really mean. It'll launch you off all these hills here, because vertexes are not nice. This is one of the first stages that they programmed, fun fact, and it really shows with its collision being really bad.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they finished it way too early.
Hey, you know, Emerldd, you can just... that was scary. Normally you jump over those speed pads, so what you saw there with him going zoom up the ramp doesn't happen.
Oh, Tortellini made the loop on his way when he tried to do spin dash, but he recovered.
Nice recovery indeed.
Looks like Emerldd didn't change his mind about going for wall run decision. I think Tortellini will go the same way.
Yep. Are they gonna
This
do?
race will be in very close anyway, so there is no need to risk that way if you don't really feel comfortable with doing this.
Yep. Do,
we didn't explain bungee skip, so you do spin dash and you jump, and that's it.
Yeah. You just gotta go around an invisible wall. It's actually really simple. Definitely pretty decently easy.
Camera kinda likes to stuck there, but it's still very easy to move or to land where you want to. And even if you want a good camera, there's a little thing you can do. You can basically just move the camera trigger and move it slightly after you do spin dash jump, and it follow you. That makes your life a little bit easier. And oh, my body is ready.
Yeah, we'll see what happens this time.
Oh man,
This place sure feels haunted.
this place sure feels
No time
haunted.
to lose. I have to hurry and find.
Oh, by the way, a fun fact about Cold Iron Bars, it's never been captured on video because of compression, but you can actually see it from the intro cutscene.
Farmhouse.
Ooh.
That's kind of not the most known way to go for this piece, but okay. Golden bars still might. Alright, so golden bars basically can spawn on after a bunch of first pieces on Pumpkin Mountain, what is still possible for Emerldd, not anymore. And Tortellini got pretty close first piece, which is on Ghost Rain Mountain. Actually, Sleepy's house is kind of uncommon piece.
Yeah, you really don't see it that often.
Yeah. Last Pumpkin. Pretty linear in G for Emerldd. From first mountain to second and move to third one.
Nice RNG on Tort's side again.
Actually pretty same for Tortellini except different order of mountains.
Yeah, he got a better third mountain because he could just take the rocket right to it.
This is perfect.
Yeah. 2 seconds here. RNG was fairly average for both. Probably even decent. And now we know that both runners also trying to shoot for zero cycle, and there is no reason not. Oh my god, what was this car?
That car is my favorite car in the game.
It actually never happened to me. I don't know.
Really?
I probably should start to shoot there.
Yeah, I know. It happens like all the time if you hit that car. That
Alright,
blue car, it freaks out. It's great.
Emerldd got the upgrade, and the very first difficult part of it is actually doing this jump. You have a few frames to actually execute it, and he got it. Tortellini did very tight jump, at least it looked to me, but he made it. And he goes to the weight jump. Oh, he missed the hover input, unfortunately, yeah. So potentially Emerldd can save up to 12 seconds, but again, anything can happen.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most costly stages to die on, just because when you die, you're like 40 seconds away from the last checkpoint. It's really bad. Checkpoints are poorly positioned, to say the least.
So to catch first cycle, you need to move very smoothly and not losing time anywhere. Emerald's movement was really clean. Unfortunately, he did punch the enemy, but it's still possible to actually catch zero cycle.
Are they gonna go for it? No. They're trying to take their half cycle.
Well, it's hard to tell, but it definitely was dangerous to go for it.
Right.
Half cycle is still better than first.
Indeed. Which is probably what we're gonna be seeing Tortellini getting here. I don't know. Maybe 1.5.
Hopefully Tortellini will figure out what happened previous time and It will pass this little bit bridge skip or whatever and flip in without pushing away from right side of the wall. Looks like he's going fairly good to the left side. Yeah, he's gonna do this. Alright. So half cycles are 8 and 4 seconds, and considering that Emerldd go half cycle and Tortellini go first, I believe. Emerldd gonna save around 4 seconds this stage.
Yeah.
That was a little tough.
IGT actually says it's 2 seconds, but I'm not sure what happened. Probably somebody lost or gained 2 seconds over each other, or
I'd say probably an
upgrade.
I think the upgrade wait, just out of habit. There's a strat where you can wait at the upgrade. It saves IGT and it doesn't waste any RTA, so there's no reason to really not go for it.
I would say it's actually quite dangerous if you miss the 0 cycle wait hop, because it's actually a lot easier to miss first cycle as well after it.
Yeah, that's fair. Looks like Emerldd opting to restart.
Oh, that's very good first piece.
Nice.
It's closer. 2 more left.
Gonna give him a few potential free
Oh, this piece is no bueno. You don't want to go for underwater pieces until they get first 2.
Right. For the second piece, it could be worse. Like, it's not in Ghost Room.
I would say it's
Like,
as bad as Ghost Room.
It really depends, I guess, on where you are. From where he was, it really was not the worst I've ever seen. And nice
Emerldd
third
has
piece
been
from
brutal, honestly. Second race in a row.
Looks like Port going for the third piece in
This is so close, dude.
Oh my
Look
god.
at that. Oh, wow.
Looks like a little bit below average on both runners' side, although it looks like due to just the trouble Emerldd had with, you know, they didn't immediately recognize the hint and accidentally went up, and also just kind of getting out of the room. A little bit of trouble there. It's like,
Oh my god, I can't wait to see Sanked one-on-one race. I'm not sure what we can talk about, because when I actually see races, somebody is playing this stage, I'm focusing on another stream.
Right. So how was your day?
I'm so tired, dude. This day is endless. Alright, there is actually a thing which we can explain. The better way to save time here is to get proper and consistent ring roll, because getting a certain amount of rings will give you a boost, and you don't really want to get all the rings on your way. You want to get the rings in certain spots when you're losing speed going uphill, or when you potentially can hit car, to keep your high speed of your potential speed cap for as long as it's possible. Well, like that. Tortellini just hit the black car, and when you hit the car, it can cost quite a lot, especially if it's at the end of the stage. One car can simply cost you up to 10 seconds. So you don't really want to drive without any boost and hit cars in your way. Look at this time difference already. It's 1.5 seconds already, just because of one car, basically, for Tortellini. I'm not sure if Tortellini is ahead or it's like just like a little bit.
As of right now, we don't have any more races for SA2 tonight, except for this one, which we might have another race, depending on if Tortellini wins this one. Right now, it's anyone's game. Oh, Tortellini not getting the boost at the top there. This is an example of ring route saving time.
Oh wow. I'm gonna save significant amount of time for this stage actually. They were so close to each other at the beginning. And here we go. Another GC escape attempt, another axle jump attempt.
This is gonna be good. Yeah, in base is definitely gonna have a little bit of an impact here. This stage is interesting. You're gonna be seeing hover jumps used quite a bit. Like right here, that's a hover jump to get up onto that tank.
Here we go, Emerldd. Is Emerldd gonna get it?
Looks like it.
Okay, yeah, good. Tortinelli actually got axle jump this time.
Nice, nice.
Comparing these skips to each other, axle jump is kinda 2 seconds slower, but it's not dangerous at all. It's literally impossible to mess it up that badly and die. When on
Look,
doing GC skip, it's
You
like,
can do it. It's just really requires you to run into a pillar, which is very visible. So it's possible.
I've never seen someone actually do
Yeah,
that.
no, neither have I, but it's possible.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're right, I guess. It's still like a lot more safer, anyway.
Yeah, it's ridiculously safe.
Oh, looks like I'm moving jump to go for jars for another jump.
It's
Should
like
be wall
totally
flip.
going off the jars as well.
The other thing about this wall, which is kind of interesting, you don't really want to match the Vulcan cannon shots as fast as possible because there is some delay exist between, like, not between, there is some delay exist after each hit when you deal damage to this door. And if you shoot 3 times away too fast, you're not gonna actually destroy it. You're gonna
The hacking walls have iframes.
Yeah, iframes for walls.
I thought that was a good idea. Probably some nerd who doesn't work at Sega anymore.
I did it!
I would not be that sure. And it's another thing. Well, almost.
Oh my god.
Like 2 seconds difference. Alright, Pyramid Cave can be very different, so let's see what will happen. I remember Emerldd died a few times. I'm not sure about Tortellini. I think something happened there too, if I remember correctly. This tunnel is very rare. It looks simple, but it's actually difficult to realize and properly get good times there. If you're not moving optimally, you can lose more than 2 seconds in first 15 seconds. Hey, it's synced again. Let's go.
Ed?
Oh my god. Alright.
What is this race?
Oh my god. It keeps happening. I don't know where to watch. Alright, second door skip. It can be again different. First try for Emerldd.
Looks like Tortellini goes with neutral stick strat. It's interesting.
Alright, got it too. Oh, there is another thing about this tunnel. These speed pads actually make you go slower for some reason.
Yeah, if you have really good movement in the tunnel, you just want to avoid them. Although there are rare occasions where so you like beat the movement somehow. Nice.
Yeah, Emerldd goes snake skip first try. Let's go. Tortellini is going for this skip too, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, he got it too. Nice. Alright. Emerldd following the pit, and well, casually it takes a way too long time to get out, but again, since you have bounce bracelet and know how to do super bounces, it's not a big issue.
Yep. Looks like Tort's going for the end strat. It's going to even them out quite good. Gonna put
alright.
Tort in the lead here. Saves definitely a few seconds. 248.
Yeah,
153.
ending was very different. Alright. But everything can be changed again after next stage. Because it's RNG, come on. We just saw 30 seconds difference between two death chambers in previous race. Let's see what game goes wrong this time.
Angry guy.
Fairly decent first piece. Covering Beetle. That's fairly good if you do that strat. I'm not sure why Emerldd didn't try to go for it previous time, but let's see what will happen.
Yeah.
Your way to high Thor. Alright, got it.
He
What?
punched. He picked up Bomba Chow accidentally.
Oh. Wow, he missed a cycle for door. Oh wow.
White family. What a bad second piece.
Tortellini trying to reroll this. And well, it might be a good decision because kinda I would say it's actually the same considering how much time he did lose for this death. Oh,
Yeah.
Emerldd actually didn't death run. Alright, I figured out. I know why Emerldd didn't try to go for it previous time. He got free third piece, so apparently
He must have
Wait.
gotten confused as to whether it would still work.
yeah, but
That's
wait,
what
it
what
wasn't
I
in
guess.
Red Room. I'm confused again.
Angel's Ring! I thought I saw that! Actually, I don't know if you can see that. I might have just been artifacting me thinking I'm seeing that, you know.
It is possible. It depends on how they move.
Well, they went to the left, so I don't think you can see it from the right out of Red Room.
Well, if you're going for the first time in core and I want to watch for this piece, I'm kind of not moving immediately. I'm just doing a little bit like jump and glide to wait this piece to be in good cycle, and it's actually quite possible to stand
Okay.
it.
So you can see it right out of Red Room, just where Emerldd is right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I did see it.
Yeah,
Cool.
probably did.
Validated. Looks like Emerldd ended up being behind just from excessive death strats here. Death strats really lose a lot more RTA than they do IGT.
It's closer.
Definitely kind of even it out a little bit. Or rather, put him behind. Like, Boom Boo, though, is happening.
I feel good.
Oh. Alright. Looks like Tortellini is on his way to get first cycle. I'm not sure what is happening. Minor? Here?
Hello?
Look like I lost some frames on this stream, or I don't know.
So it wasn't just I don't know. They're I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Boom
Oh,
Boo, Boom Boo's happening. So is Egg Golem. Egg Golem's hard. You gotta bounce off these tiny little ledges, or just don't do that if you don't want to, because it's really, really, really dumb and challenging.
Right, I'm all go for a second. Alright. It's good.
What a hassle.
It's alright. Getting that third hit there on Tortellini's side.
I'm not just sense have time on a golem now. You know how to super bounce. Let's see. Tort is one hit off to finish this fight.
Yep.
And she got it. Got it the safe way. Alright. I'm not getting pretty much free second hit after missing this bounce. Let's see when he's gonna land after this, because yeah, you don't want to land being behind a golem, otherwise there's another ballerina gonna happen.
Yeah. If you're behind Egg Golem and he decides to attack, he'll do this thing called a ballerina, and we saw quite a bit of that last race, and that was pretty unfortunate. We got Tortellini in Eternal Engine. I thought of like 7 different stage names before I finally remembered that this is called Eternal Engine. But you're going to be seeing them hop in front of these doors here to slow themselves down a little bit, just to sneak through them. If you were to run full force at these doors, you'd end up bonking on them, which is really slow. We don't like slow. like Emerald coming up on the end of a golem here. There's a pretty big thing that's going to happen in this stage. You want to explain it, Tommy?
Well, you get the cycle, whatever the cycle gonna be, first or second. You pass the platforms in very greedy room because it tries to kill you so much. And after it, there is a corner. You move there and you clip on the mouse and you're good. Long story short. In general, there is a door which opens when you move closer to it, and there is a kind of barrel on the left side. And if you move between, if you try to like stuck between wall and this barrel, at a certain timing, this certain directional input, which is kind of between forward and right, it's possible to flip out of bounds, and Tortellini got it first try immediately. And when you're out of bounds, you can just simply move straight to the goal rink instead of playing this rest of the stage skippers, because this stage is quite huge actually.
Yeah, very long. With optimized movement, what's it about, like a 230 or something?
Man, it's so hard to tell. I know more like a rank stuff because you want to go skipless when you get in A rank, at least for mission 1, and
Ooh,
oh my god.
death.
And a
Clipping
good
the ledge
time
there.
is up to 3 minutes with A ranks, but normal skippers will be slightly faster, I believe. You not
Yeah.
really lose a lot of time for points, just some time.
Somewhere between 230 to 240, right?
Yeah, probably. But again, it's actually difficult to reach time like this because you need to practice rest of the level, which you normally never play.
Right.
So it's usually more than that. And here we go. Meter hurt. Oh my god, Emerldd, don't do that. My heart.
Not after that death you just had. Come on now, buddy.
Oh, he made this way to fall because he landed way too close to the shadow below this way. And it cost some
Fast
time.
rotating meteorite is a good
Yeah.
first piece.
Oh, it's the right one. Right, a good start. Let's go.
Star between 3 arches.
Is there any confirmed therapies?
With this, hold up. Let me check.
I have like approximately 3 more seconds. Actually, no. Try to get all Legend of the Stars.
Hold up, I'm almost there. Fast rotating meteorite, right. And, star between 3 arches. No. Wait, yeah, okay. This has 2 risky things that you can go for.
Oh,
yeah.
not confirmed so far.
Not confirmed.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is some really high-level knowledge that basically, like, you can sometimes know what your third piece is depending on what your first piece is, and then your second one.
I gotta do better next time.
So you can sometimes know that, but definitely not with that combo. And it's one of those things that really very few runners would ever really implement.
It's quite complex, TBH.
Yeah.
Alright, and it's time for me to hurt for Emerldd, and Tortellini is about to fight Rouge.
So in case you're curious, I did send
It's
it.
close. 2 more left.
Oh, bottom piece followed by very top. That's not kind me to hurt.
That's mean. It's
Anyway,
like-
it's better than top followed by bottom anyway, but yeah. Looks like Tortellini got a quick kill on Rouge. And starting crazy gadget. Probably going for CGS. There is literally no reason to risk and try to go for CGSS in his position now.
Alright. Nice, trying to recover here a little bit, get into that.
Range has been mean to Emerldd when it hurt. It's like bottom, top, bottom. It's wrong rock.
Wrong one.
It rock leads you to sunglasses, you don't want to go there.
You don't know, maybe they're planning a 180.
I found him.
Yeah, really quick.
Victory lap. Something like that. They're very confident.
Victor lap after winning the race. 180 in one round. Let's go. Alright, Tortellini is on his setup, trying to spin dash jump, which is already tricky, and looks like he got his room with that. Who's that? Artificial chaos. I totally forgot how they call this name.
Artificial.
He has no rings again in this room, and that's kinda scary a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like they're not letting go of the joystick input. I can tell. Okay, they got on. This room is really scary if you don't have any rings. It looks like they made it through just fine.
He passed this room, yeah, but again, it's not over. Oh my god, look at this mashing by Emerldd. Oh, well.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it.
Hardcore mashing though. Looks like they're gonna. Oh, a little bit too far to the left.
He's trying to hurt too much.
Very well. If
Wait,
that's
hold up.
how you want to play,
The camera flips there, so.
So Tortellini meets goal ring while Emerldd died to second time.
Yeah. Still ahead though, still ahead.
This is literally nerve-wracking for boss races right now.
Okay, don't get
What?
sniped by. Oh my god, Stretch Armstrong
That
almost.
was
sniped.
such a weird homing attack, honestly.
It definitely a homing attack cancel. It like went up towards the enemy, but they canceled it really quick, so it stopped going up towards the enemy.
But he looked like he started to lose his gravity way too fast somehow. I don't know. It was funny.
Please.
And well, it's gonna be close again apparently. Let's see if Tortellini will get it this time. He really needed to secure his win on second match.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dived
he
again.
missed
Looks
it.
like they're just about even now.
He's still slightly ahead.
Very slightly ahead here. The Switch is bullying him. Switches are really mean.
And time to shine for both of them. Let's go. It looks like Emerldd passed on this artificial chaos room fairly consistent.
Yeah.
That's one of many details you want
You
to
know, thinking about it, Torch should have gone skipless. Like, if he had known his position, because a lot of the racers don't, like, know where they are. If I was him and I knew my position, looks like M's getting it.
Oh my god, Emerldd got 112.
Nice time. Looks like Torch gonna be getting it here as well.
Yeah. And Emerldd got the first try in a game. Second race.
Yeah. Third try on Tortellini's side. Rough.
I would say it's still anyone's game.
Right. It's not over until Shadow 2 falls.
Yeah, it's so easy to lose time around this boss. Let's see what time I'm gonna go for. So you want to avoid doing punches to Eggman as much as possible because, well, you just saw that if you punch Eggman, you barely give any damage to him, and even more.
Oh my god. Tortellini, no!
This fight is so dangerous.
Please.
Tortellini, yeah, he would not recover. He was too close to Eggman with low amount of health. Emerldd was also in dangerous, but well, he's been in danger, I mean. And well, he actually finished the first try with 26 seconds. Tortellini, alright, dodge the laser. Your knife range, yeah. And their last hit. Eggman Mooncam is so weird after like third hit sometimes. You just keep running somewhere and changing around the directions. Alright, Emerldd takes the lead again on Final Rush, but okay. We saw a bunch of deaths on this skip. So, oh no,
looks like a
Emerldd
death.
already lost the gravity, and yeah, he wanna die as fast as possible, but unfortunately all the kill points are pretty far from there.
Yep.
Skip. And again, it's super close.
Oh my god. This is happening. Like, doing bounce method on Tortellini's side and bounceless on Emerld's.
Alright, Emerldd is slightly ahead. You need to pass to the to 2 points on his way.
Oh!
Let's see if Tortellini will get it. Alright, Tortellini
like
passed
it.
all the kill planes. He just need to have enough height to complete the
Yeah.
stage. And Emerldd actually went for bounced method now.
I think Emerldd should just go for bounce. If you ask me, Emerldd failed again and again with bounceless because you need to turn later with bounceless, and I didn't think they really realized that. And they should just go for bounce. It's what they're used to. It's what they know. It's what their body knows. Like, we're gonna talk about muscle memory here. Like, it just feels like they know bounce so much better.
Yeah, but he tried to go for bounceless methods from the beginning, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's because it gives you more height and it's technically safer.
Alright. Tortellini has a really good chance to get this second match, and we will be about to see a third then.
Well, actually, I don't know. Looks like their PB actually has bounceless. I don't know, but they're getting it with bounce way more than they are with bounceless. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Actually, it looks like actually they are actually missing bounceless not because they are turning too late or too early, but because their angle is too low. My bad.
Yeah, I don't really know much about bounceless method. I don't know. Never really properly learned it. Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
okay.
Tortellini, don't do that. You still can do this. Come on.
You still got this, man. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Second.
Ooh, oh, okay. Mean on the third. Okay. If
Alright.
Emerldd gets a really smooth fight here, it'll be. Oh,
Emerldd got 18 seconds previous time, so it's potentially dangerous for Tortellini.
oh,
good buddy.
Oh, Tortellini takes it. 42, 42, 32. You should have
Wow.
finished.
And Emerldd game over. Meanwhile,
Oh.
when Shadow used chaos control. Wow, this is epic.
We're going into third race. We are
Yeah.
going into third race, everybody.
Good job on Targon catching this one. And again, holy moly, it's so close every time.
Like, only about 20 seconds off each time.
Wow.
So, I did it.
I don't know what to expect in next race.
Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome job, Tails.
What is this even?
Outside.
Well, I know personally, this would be a really good time. We got some credits. Everybody who needs to get up, stretch, use the restroom, grab a drink, stay hydrated. If you've been watching from the beginning, you've been watching for like almost 2 hours, and you should have drank, what's the number? 32 or 320 milliliters of water. That's what the Stay Hydrated bot tells you. You should drink water. Water's good. But yeah. So there's that.
Probably right.
So yeah, I know I'm gonna grab some water because I'm gonna stay responsible here. So we'll be right back with the next race too. It's actually, hold up, before I go, I was just informed, I'm sorry everybody, I said I was going to be responsible. I'm not responsible. Who do you think you're talking to? We're going to be moving over to Speed Gaming 4. So I'll be posting that in the chat. Hold up. We're going to be moving over there for the last race. stay and go there. Don't stay unless you want to watch whatever's coming up on here. But if you don't, you want to watch more Sonic, then go there. So we'll be right back.